the starting five for the Boston Celtics. Tatum at the 4 with Kata in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Heat, they've got Tyler Hero. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Norman Powell, and it's Mitchell in at the point guard position. Grant, as the season draws to a close, most individual player stats are becoming more solidified.
And that can affect players' mentalities, BA. Since certain numbers may bring bonuses or trade interest, meanwhile, winning still has to be job number one.
Wiggins outside. Powell surveying the D. Hero for 3. Hits the trifecta.
And he is so good from deep. Hero puts up high percentages on high volume.
And here's Brown. Hauser outside. This one for 3. He buries it from 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
It's stolen by Tatum. Now here's Brown. About a minute into this first quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Hero outside. Miami moving it around. Hero, screen on Tatum. Wiggins for 3. Hauled in by Brown. Boston on offense. To the middle. Here's Kata. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Back to Mitchell. Powell outside. Adebayo sets a screen. And again, no good by Miami. The Celtics have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. He's in his comfort zone, 2 for 2 to start this one.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Shot to stop the run. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a 3-point opportunity here. 1 free throw coming up. And no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
And even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady Eddie on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
If a player is fouled on a made basket as he goes to the free throw line, my call would sound like this. Now at the line, Jaylen Brown, 1.
Free throw's good, Adebayo. And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds, Greg.
Yeah, BA. But one advantage they possess, when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
Powell's shot is off.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
From the line. And it's Tatum missing.
Well, come on, guys. Did you really think they'd shoot 100% for the game?
Pass to Mitchell. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Oh, my. So much force in Bam's game right there.
Outside Tatum. The 3 is up. Adebayo grabs the board. Miami's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And there's Wiggins. That's good. On the assist from Powell.
So polished from this painted area. Love watching Wiggins do his thing close to the basket.
Hauser outside. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Kata. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Mitchell, the pass to Powell. Down low. Adebayo, that's good. Adebayo's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, how about Adebayo? Just discarding the defender and finishing strong.
Outside White. Brown with a screen. Pass to Keita. Shot clock at 6. And here's Brown. White for 3. Adebayo grabs the board. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Just moments ago, Eric Spoelstra and I were able to chat. Coach showed nothing but respect for Derek White. He told me White is the ultimate glue guy. He's not worried about his stats. Instead, he fills in the gaps and does whatever is necessary to help his team win. He is truly an unselfish player. Guys, back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Tatum. 2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, the closer Tatum gets, the easier it is for him. His touch is just so good.
Outside Mitchell. Adebayo, a screen on White. From deep, Mitchell drills it from deep. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Boston. Trailing by 2. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Here come the Heat dancers.
Jaime Jaquez has checked in for Miami. And over these last 10 games, these are the players at the point guard position that have been the most effective from the foul line. Second, Derek White.
Yeah, when this group goes to the line, odds are they're sinking their shots. As a result, the defense really has to question whether they can be as aggressive as they'd like to be.
And that's something he can really use to his advantage. It gives him an edge against more imposing defenders.
Wiggins passes to Hero. Launches a 3. Jaquez, that's good.
A pretty talented distributor. Tyler Hero isn't one to force his own look.
Powell against Brown. Tries it from 16. Miami grabs the miss. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
And the win was there for them, but they just let it get away. Just couldn't make enough plays late.
Well, this has to be a frustrating loss because they actually played well, but it still wasn't enough for them to get the win.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
That one falls for Powell.
Well, Powell is such a valuable asset. Great shooter, efficient, has a really high basketball IQ with all of his experience.
Now here's White. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Outside Tatum, looking to win the run. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Miami moving it around. And a big finish by Adebayo.
Yeah, he's adding a little spice on that finish. I didn't know Bam had that in him.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected cam. Celtics trail by 8. They set the pick. Hero against White. Pass to Keita. Tatum looking it over. 5 to shoot. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Here's Brown. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Yeah, and there's his patience paying off. Brown waited until the right moment to go on the offensive.
Powell outside. Now Wiggins. Hero outside. Pass to Jaquez. Back to Hero. Unloads. That's good from Powell on the assist by Hero. Powell's got 6.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
White, the pass to Brown. Here's the 3. And the Celtics another 3.
Well, when you're as polished and practiced a shooter as Brown, there's no reason to hesitate.
Powell outside. Pass to Hero. Outside Adebayo. Back to Powell. Now Jaquez. Defended by Hauser. Hero for 3. Hauser grabs the board. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Brown. Tatum, a screen on Jaquez. Here's Brown. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Garza's checked in for Queta. Walsh comes in for Tatum. Shireman comes in for Hauser. And the free throw, no good. Stan, one thing about Jaylen Brown, he seems so composed out there.
Yeah, B.A., he's very calm. Doesn't waste energy. You love a player who's this focused and calculated.
And the 3 is good, and the foul. This could turn into a 4-point play.
Well, you got to chase foul off that 3-point line, or he's gonna make it.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
3rd team foul. Now at the line, Norman Powell. 1.
And that one misses. Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla's a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves. Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Pass to Jaquez. Puts up a 3. Shireman grabs the board.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Here's Gonzalez. Here's Garza. And again, Boston with the triple.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their team.
Knocks it down from distance. Powell's got 12 points in the game.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Bears checked in for Miami. Yakachonis comes in for Tyler Hero. Pritchard's checked in for Boston. And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for Boston. It's a 3-point game. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
Yeah, and that one came down to their rebounding. There was a big gap between the two teams there.
Yeah, their guys really got after it on the glass. Sometimes that's the difference maker between a win and a loss.
Basket counts. And now a 5-point Miami lead.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Left side Pritchard from deep. And he buries his first look.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Now here's Jaquez. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. Fires in the triple. 15 points in the game.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Here's Pritchard. Following the three-point basket by Miami. The shot by Garza, no good. Powell outside. Pass to Yakichonis. Where the screen. Puts it up. The bank shot, no good. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Gonzalez. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Fires the three. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Yakichonis. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Jaquez. 6 on the shot clock. Powell outside. Beyond the arc. Boston pulls it in. Here's Gonzalez. Here's Walsh. That one goes in. Walsh has got 5 now.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Yakichonis. Powell outside. From outside the arc. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
Now Pritchard. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And he didn't just put up big points. He beat everyone to the boards.
For 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Miami Heat with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. More 2K action in just a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on Miami so far?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
On the court for the Celtics. Second quarter underway. We've got Jason Tatum, and it's Shireman in at the 2-guard position. Here's Ware, and he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Now here's Tatum. 13 points in the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And he played cat and mouse with the defense, baiting them into fouls, working himself to the line.
You see the basketball IQ Tatum has, just taking what the defense gives him.
Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Fires for 3. JT for 3.
Oh boy, Tatum has ways to hurt you from every area on the floor.
Pass to Ware. Ware, the screen. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Leaner from distance. It's hauled in by the Heat. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Picked it out of midair. Here's Garza. Foul pulls it in.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Pass to Ware. Here's Yakichonis. He's scoreless. Got a piece of it, and out of bounds. Boston will have it. And a moment to check out who the Boston Celtics have coming up. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
It's no secret around the league that this team loves playing in their own building. They're loaded with home games over the next stretch, so this is a chance to win some ball games.
The Heat making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Walsh is checked in.
Well, this could be one of those nights where there's just nothing you can do to slow him down.
Outside Jaquez. Powell outside. And the layup is good off the glass. Powell's got 20 points. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
So it's Boston now. Miami making their last shot. Shot clock at 5. Here's Tatum. The rebound by Ware. The Heat with the lead. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Ware. Mitchell, the pass to Powell. Now here's Ware, defended by Pritchard. Miami needs to get off a shot here. Larson, no good. For Boston, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Jaquez against Tatum. Pass to Walsh. The 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, excellent decision by Tatum. Kicking it out to the ready shooter.
Mitchell with the ball. Coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates. Racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
Now here's Tatum. Jaquez grabs the board.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Basket's good. Jaquez has got 5. Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
Here's Shireman. Still without a bucket. There's Tatum with the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, no question, Tatum can take over a game at a moment's notice.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Adebayo's checked in for Jaquez. And here are some of the best scorers in the league so far. 5th on the list, Jaylen Brown.
He's proven to be an essential part of their offensive efforts, always playing hard on that end and ensuring they come up with points.
So it's Miami now. And the Heat's Eric Spoelstra, now the longest tenured head coach in the NBA stand.
His 18th season in this role, been with the Heat over 30 years, having gotten his start in Miami as a video coordinator, and this run is the 3rd longest all-time after Jerry Sloan and Greg Popovich.
Here's Tatum after the basket by Miami. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Bia. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Guys, back over to you.
Allie, thanks for the report. From deep, Mitchell. Rebound, Boston. Pass to Pritchard. Takes the 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Pritchard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Mitchell. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Bam, going to work inside.
Well, give him credit. Offensively, Bam has been fighting hard, really taking it at the defense.
Hauser outside. 3-pointer, Pritchard. Rebound, Miami. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. Mitchell against Pritchard. Powell outside. Out to the right wing. Adebayo in the post. Tatum's there. Adebayo, that's good. Adebayo's got 6 in the quarter.
I'll tell you, Bam is having a massive impact on this game. They just can't stop him.
Tatum inside, hounded by Adebayo. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
That one misses for Tatum. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. Do you appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
The Celtics have gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter. Outside Tatum. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The length, quickness, and IQ Tatum possesses makes him a nightmare matchup, and it's why defenders end up fouling.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and getting himself to the line.
Now here's Adebayo, coming off a 28-point game against the Lakers.
And how about the rebounding, too? He was just all over the glass, and the other team had no answers for how to contain him.
And it's Mitchell, the miss. The Celtics with the lead. Up top, Brown, hounded by Adebayo. Brown passes to Tatum. And a miss there on the triple. Miami has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Here's where. Good! And the assist goes to Adebayo.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Now here's Tatum. Give him 20. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Fontecchio's checked in for Larson. The Heat have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. Fontecchio outside. Miami moving it around. Adebayo in the post. 17 points in the game.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Outside, Brown. Hauser outside. Tatum from long range gets the 3 to fall. Tatum's got 23 points.
Well, Tatum is rightfully as confident as they come from deep. He saw that look and didn't waste it.
Hero outside. There's the triple. Hauser grabs the board. Boston shooting the rock at 58%. Pass to White. Now here's Tatum. Fires the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Ware. From behind the arc. Goes back up. And Adebayo with the lay-in. He's got 21.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Tatum from long range. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 8 rebounds in the game.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Now here's White. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Inside, here's Adebayo. Bam, going to work and close.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Celtics trail by 3. White, the pass to Queta. Outside Tatum. The free ball. Drops in the 3. Tatum's got 29.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
1:02 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Hero. It's tipped, and they recover it. From downtown, Hauser grabs the board. Hero's gone 1 of 5 from the field. Up top, White. Checked by Mitchell. Outside Tatum. The kick out to White. There's the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And White knows he has the green light to fire from deep. Great looking 3-ball there.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Adebayo. With the 7-footer. Off the left rim and out. Celtics lead by 3. Outside Tatum. Let's go with a 3. That one no good. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half. They're up by 3. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Well, Coach Mazzulla, a pretty good start for you guys. As we look at the second half, what's the message in the locker room?
Just continue to do what we do. We had great points when they were making tough shots and they went on the run. So we played well, we executed. And then once we get to our spacing and our early offense, we're hard to guard.
Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
Taking a look here now at Boston, they're in good position, definitely among the top teams in the conference.
And just as important as the seeding is how you're playing down the stretch. They're trying to dial it in. Changing gears here, how about what Jason Tatum was doing in that first half?
Sometimes you show up to the game and you just feel it early. Like, that's how it looked tonight, showing the range and doing it consistently.
I know I'm feeling it. What about you, Kenny?
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
Well, I don't know what it is, but I feel it. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
They've got Bam Adebayo. Tyler Hero is out there with Davion Mitchell. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Heat trail by 3. Down low. Here's Wiggins. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And Andrew Wiggins is a great sidekick, Stan. He can also be a leading man at times.
Well, you know, B.A., a wing with his size and knack for scoring will always be welcome. And with the way he's improved his defense, you have a solid two-way player.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, the first overall pick in 2014, Andrew Wiggins has carved out a nice career as a scoring wing.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Celtics. The lead is 2. Minnesota will be traveling to face him after this game. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home. Wow, it's good.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And the shot goes down. Hauser's got 5. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Now here's Hero. Fires from deep. Hauser grabs the board. Hauser's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Brown. Rebound by the Heat. Now here's Mitchell. Powell outside. Now Hero. Three-pointer. Hits a three-pointer. He's got 6.
Well, he's a volume three-point shooter in this league. Hero can really do damage from there.
Wiggins against Tatum. Now here's Brown. Tightly guarded. White for 3. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Hero. For 3, Powell. And it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Brown with it. He's got 9. Hauser outside. Here's Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Keita. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. For Miami, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Powell. Wiggins outside. Adebayo sets a screen. Wiggins, no good.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
And here's Brown for 3. Again, the miss by Boston. Miami has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. It's Powell on the wing. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Hero on the wing. Lets the three fly. The rebound, Celtics. Keita's got 7 rebounds in the game. And here's Hauser. He's got 5. The kick out to White. There's the triple. The offensive rebound. And for the Heat, they're shooting the rock at 58%. Pass to Powell. And here's Adebayo. He's guarded by White. Outside Mitchell. Three-pointer on target from range. Mitchell's got 6.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And this break lets us see the teams making the most of their second chances this season. 5th best, Boston.
You've got to respect the work ethic of these guys on the offensive glass. They don't give up on possessions and hit the boards with aggression.
Celtics trail by 3. Now here's Brown. 9 points in the game. Pass to Hauser. He shoots. And Hero grabs the board.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Adebayo, that's good.
Well, Adebayo makes his living on the interior. He's so dangerous close to the bucket.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Brown looking around. Shoots over Hero. Brown, that's good. He's got 11.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look from there.
Now here's White. Pass to Hauser. And here's Tatum. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Wiggins. Tatum can't hit. Heat leading by 3. Hero finds Mitchell. Wiggins outside. Pass to Powell from deep. Boston with a rebound. Outside Brown. Outside White. Outside Tatum. Sinks the tray. Tatum's got 32 points in the game.
Well, look at how his team works to get Tatum set up for success. Feeding him when he's ready to fire.
Now here's Hero. He has 6. Pass to Mitchell. Over White. Here's Adebayo. Against contact. Adebayo just too strong.
Well, the activity that Bam plays with is special. He's always looking to grab an offensive rebound.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And the Heat making a change here. Jaquez is checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Garza's checked in for Keita. Hauser outside. For the lead. Fires in the triple. Hauser's got 5 points now this quarter. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Miami moving it around. Wiggins from long range. Boston pulls it in. Hauser's got 5 rebounds tonight. The Celtics have gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Here's White. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Miami trailing. Well, coach, since entering the league, Jaime Jaquez Jr. has been lauded for his strong fundamentals.
Yeah, B.A., he's got tremendous footwork, makes great use of the pump fake, and he is a tough physical player who can finish in traffic or hurt you in the post.
Here's Garza. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Tatum passes to Garza. Hauser outside. Now Tatum, 5 on the clock. Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
Great toughness. Tatum felt the contact, but still completed the play.
Now Hero. He has 6. Outside Adebayo. Pass to Powell. Fires from deep. Garza grabs the board. Garza's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Tatum, pounded by Wiggins. Wiggins with a steal. Now Hero. Adebayo, a screen on White. Hero for 3. Hauled in by Brown.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Outside White. Hauser outside. Beyond the arc. Rebound Miami. Jaquez with it. He's got 5. And then Adebayo slams it in.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Outside, Brown. Here's the pick for 3. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Back to Jaquez. Pass to Powell. Adebayo sets a screen. Powell's shot is off. The Celtics with the lead. From 11 feet away, Brown going to work.
JB showing off those handles. That was a weakness of his early on. Now it's a strength.
Hero finds Powell. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. And the layup is good. Adebayo's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
Outside Tatum. Here's the 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Outside Jaquez. Wiggins outside for the lead. Here's Adebayo. Oh, Adebayo cleaning up the glass.
From role player to all-star, Adebayo has made the leap. Why? Effort plays like that.
Garza passes to Tatum. Buries it from 3. Tatum's got 37.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Connects from downtown. Hauser's got 11 points.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Hero, the pass to Powell. To the paint. Left side Adebayo. Back to Powell. Adebayo sets a screen. Powell's shot is off. Boston leading by 3. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Brown passes to Hauser. 3-pointer. Rebound Miami. Hero's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jaquez finds Adebayo. Pass to Wiggins. Hero on the wing. Pure from three-point range. 9 points in the game.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Bam Adebayo has been leading the charge for Miami, dominating on the glass. What a quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for Boston, they've got Peyton Pritchard, and it's Walsh in at the center position, locking down the middle. Now here's Adebayo. Miami moving it around. From deep, Mitchell. Outside Jaquez. Right wing. Here's Larson. Fires the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Heat lead by 3.
They have hit the boards hard this half. Those second chance points are mounting up.
Tatum inside, working on Ware. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Tatum, a screen on Mitchell. Here's Pritchard. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Larson. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. To the inside. On the wing, Mitchell. Ware, the screen. Puts up a 3. And again, Miami with a triple.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Heat leading by 6. Pass to Larson. Now here's Adebayo. Adebayo sets a screen. Here's Jaquez. Outside Mitchell. The 3. Mitchell can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Mitchell against Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. It counts, and the foul.
Defensive foul.
It goes on Bam Adebayo.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
Brown, he's checked in for Boston.
Well, of the many things about Jason Tatum that make him an elite player, I think his composure is underrated. This guy never lets the other team get under his skin, and that is rare.
Here's Larson. Outside Adebayo. Pass to Larson. And here's Jaquez. Outside Mitchell. The 3 is up. Mitchell can't get that one to fall. Celtics trail by 3. Outside Tatum. Just about 3 minutes through the 4th and final quarter here. To tie it up. The rebound by Ware. Heat leading by 3. Outside Jaquez. No good on the triple. And Tatum's got the ball here for Boston. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Shireman. Outside, Brown. To the paint. Jacks up with 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Mitchell, the pass to Adebayo. Here's Larson, defended by Brown. Knocks it down from distance. Mitchell's got 9 points here in the second half.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Tatum with a screen. And here's Brown for 3. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Right side Adebayo. Pass to Larson. From behind the arc. And it's Ware missing. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Shireman. They set the screen. Here's Tatum. Rebound Miami. Ware's got 11 rebounds in the game. Mitchell, the pass to Jaquez. Inside. Here's Adebayo. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim. Adebayo's got 39.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Outside, Brown. From outside the arc. Rebound Miami. Jaquez has got 4 rebounds now. Tatum brings a double team. Miami moving it around. And here's Ware. Down low. Pass to Larson. The 3. Knocks down the long K. Larson's got 6 here in the quarter.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Tatum with it. Oh, wow!
Look out! Wow, what a slam. Tatum not messing around right there.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. So for Miami, Andrew Wiggins checked in for Jaquez. Norm Powell comes in for Larson. And Tyler Hero subbed in for Mitchell. Boston also changing it up. Cadis checked in for Walsh. Hauser comes in for Shireman. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Hero. Ware, the screen. Pass to Powell from the arc. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Wiggins. Powell outside. Miami, no good that time either.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Hauser outside. Tatum inside. Ware covers. Lets it go from 14. Tatum, good. Tatum's got 44.
Well, you know, there's still some value in the mid-range.
Oh, Adebayo throwing it down.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Outside White. Pass to Brown. he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. 15 points for Jaylen Brown.
Well, this is what Brown was looking for. He just needed the ball, and then instantly his shot was up.
Now Ware, hounded by Tatum. Wiggins outside. The shot. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake. And the Heat lead by 9. On the wing, Tatum. Hauser outside. Fires for 3. And Hero grabs the board. Hero's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And he lobs it up to the rim. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a 10-point pass. Now here's Brown. Back to White. On the wing, Tatum. Ware cover.
Whoa! Sweet move.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Kyle's got 9 points here in the second half.
Bombs away in the first half. He's followed up the effort with 3 more triples since.
On the wing, Tatum. Off on the layup.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Now Wiggins. Adebayo! Oh, the shot is off. Celtics trail by 12. Here's the pass to Brown. Tatum with it. Picked up by Powell. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Mitchell's checked in for Miami.
For Miami, number 45, Davion.
Heat leading by 12. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Now here's Adebayo. Now Wiggins. Mitchell outside. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. Can't get it. Celtics trail by 12. Outside Tatum. The 11-footer. It's gone. What a J.
Well, if you talk about the very best wings in the NBA, Jason Tatum is up there. His ability to score is a game changer.
Now here's Hero. And rebounded by Tatum. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Here's the pass to Brown. No good from 3.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easy.
Here's Mitchell. Powell outside. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter here. Money from 3.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game. And what a night he's having on the glass, putting in the work, to help his team close out possessions.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Heat.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. Any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And it was a team effort tonight, collecting their 39th victory of the year. And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Bam Adebayo.
Well, you know, his work on the glass was a key factor, helping to turn the tide as far as the possession game, and so often, that's the difference.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
So no problem for Miami as they get the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Tyler, these Miami fans, they are so appreciative of the effort that you guys displayed tonight. Talk about what they mean to you.
Yeah, we couldn't do it without these amazing fans right here, so we appreciate you guys. Continuing to support us through the ups and downs, and we appreciate y'all.
Thanks so much, Tyler.
All right, thanks, Allie. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.